Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you see, we have a lot of hair to get through in this video today. My client has really natural curly hair, and that's what I want to talk about and go over in this video. At the moment, this video is at 29 minutes and 33 seconds, and as I'm editing it, I am going to try to cut it down. As you guys see, I'm using my favorite lightener for the past few years, Schwarzkopf Blonde Me. I love this lightener so much because I do a lot of corrective color and clients with overlap black box dye. And Blonde Me is extremely powerful, but at the same time very healthy and gentle on the hair. It's also a lightener that has a bond connector inside of it like Olaplex, so you don't need to use Olaplex or any other bond builder with it when you use it. However, I tend to use Olaplex in every single bowl I use because it's already built into my pricing system and it's non-negotiable. I have used Blonde Me without Olaplex many times and it has worked wonderful with no damage. Moving on straight into this video, my client hasn't had her hair professionally done in a very long time. She uses a black box dye often, and when she does, like most people, she puts it on the new growth and then brings it all the way down the hair, overlapping each and every time. This tends to be a very common situation for at-home box dye users. They don't understand that permanent color actually goes into the cuticle of the hair, and once you dye that hair, it will never ever go back to its original state, hence the name permanent color. When my client overlaps every time, it's putting layer of pigment on top of pigment. You can think of this as painting a wall when you move into a home. Then when new people move in after you leave, they decide to paint over again the same color, and to strip it out in time, you'll have to peel back layer after layer after layer. Same thing with my client's hair. Her goal is to have the same color as me, a perfect level 10. However, it's going to take a very long time, few sessions, slow and steady, because I have to go through the buildup, and the best way to do it is slow and steady. Slow and steady always wins the race in my book. With lower volume developer, you are able to not blow out that cuticle right away and fry the hair, causing the hair not to break off, because if you use higher developer, it will cause it to break off before you ever reach your goal. Here I'm using 20 volume as well as a 1/16 ounce of Olaplex. You know, honestly, you guys, in this situation with a client like this a few months ago, I would do a platinum card or a bleach wash or even a color remover to help strip some of that pigment out before I go in with a teasy light session. However, I still will do those things in certain situations, but I have learned from the trial and error that sometimes when I think that client's hair is going to pull extremely red and orange and be stubborn, that I'll go in with a very fine, tightly packed baby light, because the smaller the sections, the better the lift, and the lift is usually more even. This is exactly what we did with this client, because if I used a color remover or bleach wash, I would have had tons of hair with all kinds of orange and red underlying pigment that I would have to attempt to counteract and cover up as well. So as you guys see, I'm using one of my favorite highlight placements where everything is on a diagonal to help the hair look less stripy and the color to look more natural. Another important thing, and then I'll shut up for a few minutes, is with curly hair, especially tight curled hair, you will want to do a regular highlight and not a baby light. Reason being, if you do the small fine sections in a fine stitch, it can easily become lost in the curly hair. So why am I doing all the opposite things, you ask? Because I am technically doing a color correction, and my main focus in this session is getting a lot of that box dye out and praying my foil sections are small enough that I can get an even lift from roots to end. Also, guys, my end goal that I would love to see at the conclusion of this session would be an even level 7. That's wishful thinking, I know, but we'll see what happens at the end real soon. One thing I wanted to mention really quickly is as I am foiling, I am alternating each foil. Some are closer to the root and some are further away. Reason being, we are doing a root smudge, so there's no point of going all the way up. Thunderstorm love struck a weirdo. Why can't I look in your eyes? Oh, I stutter, stutter, stutter. Daydream.
eyes, thinking about you running in the summertime. Walking fast on my tiptoes, unsure if I want you to know. Goes the beat of my heart, oh it flutters. Daydreams, dreams and picnics, ice cream, chillin' Netflix. Oh, I know you ain't fooled, but I'm trying to stay cool. Wanna talk, but my mouth's stitched up. Wanna walk, but I'm all strung out. Oh, I hope you ain't rude, 'cause I do it all for you.
So I processed her for 25 minutes and the last 8 were under heat. You guys, do you see that lift? Her virgin roots, which were a natural level 4, lifted amazing. Most of the hair lifted at the root area to a level 9, but there are a few spots which were a level 10. If only all of her hair was the same, right? Honestly though, for someone who overlaps black box dye time and time again, she had an amazing lift. Where her virgin hair ends, all the way to the end of her hair, lifted amazing and evenly. We reached for my goal, which was a level 7, and it was accomplished. Her hair still feels really amazing, and for all of my clients, I require a mandatory dusting or trim be done every time we use Lightener. Unfortunately, she was on a time crunch and we didn't have time to do it, but her hair felt amazing roots to end. Moving on to the second half of this session, I used Kenra's clarifying shampoo, which is one of my favorites to use after Lightener, to make sure all that bleach residue is gone and any hard water mineral buildup are stripped away from the hair, so we have an amazing canvas to start toning on. With her, after the clarifying shampoo, I did another shampoo. I rarely ever shampoo twice back to back, but I am obsessed with Fenola's restructuring line. Since Fenola sent it to me a few weeks ago, I have become literally obsessed. This stuff is amazing for bleached hair, heat damage, relaxers, perms, anything that damages the hair. And trust me when I tell you, every client who comes to me's hair feels 150 times better after our lightening session than it did when they first arrived, be it virgin hair or not. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm affiliated with Fenola and I have a discount code, which is Brett10. All the info will be linked in my description box below. Anyway, moving on to toning, I am doing a root smudge and toning all that level 9 and 10 at the first 3 inches of her hair down to match her normal base, because it's never, ever, ever okay to have lighter hair at the roots than the ends. That's called hot roots. I used my favorite color line for root toning, which is Joico Lumishine Demi Liquid, 3N, 3NA, equal parts, while Olaplex number 2 was on the mids and ends for 15 minutes. After the root smudge process for about 15 minutes, we went to the bowl and rinsed out the Olaplex number 2 off her ends and then toned her while leaving the smudge on, mushing everything together for that seamless blend for about 5 minutes extra using Recon Shades EQ, 7NB, 7NW, 7V, 7P, 7VB, and 6T. Wow, that was a mouthful. This was my second time using the VB line. Of course, I think they have a couple in the level 5, 6, 7. This was the 7VB. Used the 7VB twice, and this is my second time using it. And I'll tell you this, I am totally obsessed. I truly believe they made this for us corrective color specialists. And there's one word I have for it, and that's unbelievable.
fantasize about you running in the summertime. Peek at you through window. Thunderstorm love struck a weirdo. Why can't I look in your eyes? Oh, I stutter, stutter, stutter. Daydreams, dreams and picnics, ice cream, chillin' Netflix. Oh, I know you ain't fooled, but I'm trying to stay cool. Wanna talk, but my mouth's stitched up. Wanna walk, but I'm all strung out. Oh, I hope you ain't rude.
Alright guys, another video is now in the history books. Do you guys see that hair? Oh my god, a huge difference from start to finish. I hope you guys learned something from this video. Give me some video ideas you want to see in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Everything I use will be down in the description box along with my email, Instagram name, and Fanola information. That is it. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.